Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to study classification of living organisms. There are a large number of organisms in this world and it is impossible to study all the organisms at a time. Hence, these organisms must be grouped in a particular group so that we can study easily. Hence, the process or mechanism that is the grouping of living organisms into a convenient categories. The process or way is known as classification. These convenient categories, also known as taxa, that is the scientific term for these categories. In this way, we can easily detect the animal, identify the animal, and classify that organisms. These taxa are not of the same type. These represent a different categories or level of the organisms. Suppose that is the dog, animal, and mammals. Dog is a taxa. Animal, it is also a taxa, and mammals, it is also a taxa. It means dog is an animal and this animal is a mammal. And these three categories are different taxa. These are not the same. Dog is different, animal is different, mammal is different taxa. Similarly, in case of plants, that is the wheat, it is a taxa, and plant, it is also taxa. But these two categories are of different level. All wheats are the plants. These taxa are grouped or formed, or these are categorized on the basis of characteristics of the organisms. These characteristics may be their external characters or internal character. These may be morphological structure of the organism. These may be the structure of the cells of the organism and their developmental process, as well as their ecological information, that is the ecological habitat, their behavior, their breeding activities, and a lot of ecological information are forming its characteristics, and these characteristics are responsible to categorize the animal in a particular taxa, and these taxa in this way can be labeled on the basis of their characteristics. And study of this taxa arrangement, that is known as the taxonomy. It means taxonomy, that is the characterization, identification, and classification, as well as nomenclature of the organisms, result in formation of a specific science branch that is known as taxonomy. These 4 points: classification, identification, classification, nomenclature, these are basic to the taxonomy. Taxonomy is not something new. Human beings have always been interested in knowing more and more about the various kinds of organisms, particularly with reference to their own use. In early days, human beings needed to find sources for their basic need of foods, clothing, and shelter. Hence, earliest classification were based on the use of various organisms. Human beings were since long not only interested in knowing more about different kinds of organisms and their diversities, but also the relationship among them. This branch of study was referred to as systematics. That is, to understand the relationship of organisms among themselves, that is known as systematics. The word systematics is derived from Latin word that is the systema, which mean systematic arrangement of organism. Linnaeus also used this term and published a book, Systema Naturae, as the title of his publications. Now, the scope of systematics is enlarged and it includes identification, nomenclature, and classification. Systematics takes into account evolutionary relationship between organisms also. Now, we come again on taxonomic categories, which are the basis of classifications. Classification is not a single step process but involves hierarchy of steps in which each step represents a rank or category. Since the category is a part of overall taxonomic arrangement, it is called taxonomic categories. And all taxonomic categories uh, constitute the taxonomic hierarchy. Each category referred to as a unit of classification in fact represent a rank and is commonly termed as taxon, that is plural form of taxa. First of all, we consider the taxonomic category species. Taxonomic studies consider a group of individual organisms with fundamental similarities as a species. One should be able to distinguish one species from the other closely related species based on the distinct morphological characteristics. Let us consider Mangifera Solanum turosum, and Panthera leo. All the three names, Indica, turosum, and leo, represent the specific epithet, that is the species. Indica word in Mangifera indica, turosum in Solanum turosum, and leo in Panthera leo. These red circled words are the species, that is the taxonomic category. Homo sapiens, word sapiens is species, and all the first word, these are genus. Next taxonomic category, that is genus. It comprises a group of related species which has more character in common in comparison to species of other genera. We can say that genera are aggregates of closely related species. For example, potato, tomato, and brinjal are three different species but all belong to genus Solanum. The species of potato, tomato, and brinjal included in a common genus category, that is taxonomic category, because Solanum genera having common aggregates closely related characteristics. Hence, these are grouped in a common genera, that is the Solanum. Similarly, in case of animal, Panthera leo, Panthera pardus, Panthera tigris, these are lion, leopard, and tiger. These are included common genera, that is the Panthera, and these Panthera having some several common features or characteristics. This Panthera genera differ from Felis, which include cats. Next taxonomic category is the family. Family has a group of related genera with still less number of similarity as compared to genus and species. Families are characterized on the basis of both vegetative as well as reproductive features of the plant species. If we take the example of plants, there are two genera, that is Solanum, Petunia, Datura. These Three genera are included in a common category, taxonomic category, that is the Solanaceae, that is known as the family. If we take the example of animals, Panthera and Felis, these two genus, these are included in a common taxonomic category, that is the Felidae, it is the family. As you have seen earlier, that categories like species, genus, and families are based on a number of similar characteristics. Generally, order also uh, is the aggregates of the characteristics of genus, species, genus, and families. Order being a higher category is the assemblage of families. It is the assemblage of family which exhibit a few similar characteristics. The similar characters are less in number as compared to different genera included in a family. Plants family like Convolvulaceae, Solanaceae, these are included in the order Polymoniales, that is the order. Similarly, in case of animals, Felidae and Cancidae, these two family, these are included in Carnivora order, that is the higher order taxonomic category. Now, we considering the class. This category includes related orders. For example, order Primata, that is including monkey, gorilla, gibbon, are placed in Mammalia class. Same way, Carnivora, that includes cat, dog, tiger, these also included in Mammalia class. Now, higher taxonomic category, that is the phylum. Uh, Classes comprising animals like fish, amphibian, reptiles, birds, along with mammals, constitute the next higher category called phylum. All these based on common feature like presence of uh, notochord, dorsal neural cord, etc. These are forming a common higher category, that is the phylum, and this category is known as chordata. It is the chordata. In case of plants, the phylum is known as division. All animals belonging to various phyla are assigned to the highest category, that is known as kingdom Animalia, in the classification system of Animalia. In case of plants, kingdom Plantae is the distinct and comprise all plants from various divisions. In this way, we have a hierarchy of these categories. So, first of all, lowermost category, that is the species. A large number of species forming genus, and a large number of genus uh, form family, and family, these are responsible to form higher order category, that is the order, and a large number of order form classes, and these class result in formations of higher category, that is the phylum, and in case of plant it is the division, and these phylums or division ultimately result in formations of topmost category, taxonomic category, that is known as the kingdom. Species, it is the lowermost uh, taxa in hierarchy, and kingdom, it is the highest topmost taxa in hierarchy. Here there are certain tools which help to taxonomists to identify, classify the organisms. These tools preserve the animals in different forms, that is the herbarium, botanical garden, museum, and zoological parks. Here, the organism specimens are used to classify, identify the organisms. To identify the animals or organisms, that is plant or animals, a taxonomic key is used, that is known as dichotomous key. Separate taxonomic keys are required for each taxonomic categories such as family, genus, and species for identification purpose. Keys are generally analytical in nature. Thank you.